Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Mailchimp subscriber from Acuity scheduling booking. Here, let's suppose I am using Acuity scheduling for taking appointments from my clients, and now I want that as soon as a new booking will be made by a client in Acuity scheduling, automatically that person first should be searched in Mailchimp, and if that person will be an existing customer of Mailchimp or a subscriber of Mailchimp, then automatically should be updated in my Mailchimp account. And in case if that person will not be an existing member, then automatically the person should be added as a subscriber in my Mailchimp account. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between Acuity scheduling and Mailchimp, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, trigger and action. So here we are going to take trigger as Acuity scheduling, and then we are going to take action as Mailchimp. And then we are going to connect all of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn the entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create or update subscriber in Mailchimp from Acuity scheduling booking. So here my objective is that as soon as a new appointment will be made in Acuity scheduling for a particular event, automatically by using the details of the person who has booked the appointment, a subscriber should be either created, and in case if that particular person will be an existing subscriber, then should be updated in Mailchimp. Okay, so we are going to create this automation very easily by setting up a connection between Acuity scheduling and Mailchimp with the help of Pabbly Connect without any coding or programming skills. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect. After coming here, we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in. This is the all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now, and it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here on this dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save the workflows. As you can find, I have multiple folders over here. I have created all of them to save my workflows accordingly on my dashboard. Now to create a new workflow, we will click on this create workflow option which is given on right corner with blue color. So let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Create or update Mailchimp subscriber from Acuity scheduling booking. After giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save the workflow. So from the drop down, I'm going to select this Acuity scheduling and Mailchimp automation. Now let's click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So as I told you, that automation in Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, trigger and action. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take Acuity scheduling in our trigger and Mailchimp in our action. And we want that as soon as a new appointment will be booked for a particular event in Acuity scheduling, automatically in that response, a subscriber should be created in Mailchimp. Okay, here we can find that action is following what the trigger commands. Therefore, when the trigger happens, that means when the booking is created in Acuity scheduling, then only the subscriber is added in Mailchimp, otherwise not. So after understanding this concept, let's start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application, and that is Acuity scheduling. So let us select that. Now we need to select our trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So here our trigger event will be new appointment, as we want that whenever a new appointment will be made, then the workflow should get triggered and the response should be captured over here. Okay, let's click on connect. Now from the given options, I'm going to select this add new connection to build a new connection with Acuity scheduling account. If you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. Now you will click on this connect with Acuity scheduling button. And now Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Acuity scheduling account. We will simply click on allow access as our data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. And our authorization has become successful. So because I was already logged into my Acuity scheduling account, the authorization has become successful very easily, and now it is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So we will move further. Here we need to click on the save and send test request button. and we can find that it is showing waiting for response. That means now we have to do a test submission by creating an appointment in Acuity scheduling so that the response could be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I'm going to take you towards my Acuity scheduling appointment page. So this is the page from where we can schedule the appointments. Okay, so here we are going to click on this schedule appointment button, and we can find that there are two events right now, integration event and connect event. Okay, so let's say I want to book an appointment for integration event for a particular user. Okay, so I'm going to click on book, let's say for Thursday, February 22 at 10:30 a.m. Now I'm going to click on continue, and now I'm going to enter the details in these fields to create an appointment. Okay, let's start with a name. Let's say the name of the person who is booking this appointment is Smart. Okay, so this is Smart. And the last name of that person is user, Smart user. I'm going to enter a phone number, a random phone number over here. And now an email. So let's say the email of the person is smartuser231@pabblytudes.com. And now I'm going to click on this complete appointment button. So the appointment in integration event is scheduled for Thursday, February 22, 2024, 10:30 a.m. Okay, so we will go and check whether the response of this appointment is received in Pabbly Connect, and yes, we can find that here is the response. In the response, we have received all the details. This is the first name, last name, contact number, and the email of the person who has booked the appointment. Here is the date and the time for the appointment, and here are all other details. Okay, this means that the connection between Acuity scheduling and Pabbly Connect is successful. So now whenever there will be a new appointment fixed for a particular event, automatically the response will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. Now here my objective is that as soon as a new booking will be created in Acuity scheduling and the response will be captured here in Pabbly Connect, first of all, the person who has booked the appointment should be searched in Mailchimp. Okay, so for that we will select our action application as Mailchimp. So let us select that. And now our action event here will be to find member. Okay, so we are going to find the member whether it is existing or not. Let's click on connect, and now from the given options I am going to select this add new connection to build a new connection with Mailchimp account. Now again, if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. After clicking on this add new connection, we need to enter two details, token as well as the data center. So first of all, let me tell you how to get data center. For that, the instructions are also provided to us over here. I'm going to take you towards my Mailchimp account, and here we can find that in the URL, this is our data center, US6. So we will simply copy this and paste it over here. Okay, in the same manner, from the URL of your Mailchimp account, you need to enter. In the same manner, from the URL of your Mailchimp account, you have to find your data center and then you have to enter it over here. Now the next is the token. So from where we are going to find the token, for that also the instructions are given over here. You just have to go towards your Mailchimp account once again. Click on the profile picture. Under profile picture, you will find the option of extras, and there you will find your API key. So I'm going to once again take you towards my Mailchimp account. We will go towards profile section. This is profile. Now here we can find the option of extras. Let's select that, and here is the API key. Now after coming on the API key page, we will move further, and here after scrolling down, we can find that the option to create a new key is given. So this is the button create a key. Let's click on it, and here we need to provide the name to our API key to create it. So let's say I'm going to provide the name as Acuity scheduling. Now let me click on generate key, and here the key is generated. So let me copy it, and we will go back towards Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Done. So in the same manner, you need to find your token and paste it over here. Now let's click on save. And with this, we can find that Mailchimp is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So we will move further. And because we want to find the member in Mailchimp, here we need to enter the email of that person to find it. Okay. So we want to search the user who has booked the appointment in Acuity scheduling. And we have received all the details of that person in our earlier response. So let's simply map the data by using our previous step. So mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, and here are all the details. We want to enter the email. So let us select that, and it will be mapped over here. So when we have mapped this email, that means it has become dynamic. So with each and every new response, it is going to change automatically. That means whenever a new booking will be scheduled by a new person in Acuity scheduling, automatically this email is going to be replaced with a new email of that person. But in case we will enter it manually by copy and pasting or typing, then it would have become static, and then it is not going to change with each and every response. Then the workflow will get stuck, and we will not be able to create this automation. Okay, now let's click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, we can find that we have received the response. And in the response, we have received all the details related to the person who has booked the appointment. That means this person already exists in Mailchimp as a subscriber. Okay, the status is also given subscriber. Here are all the other details. This is the contact ID. Okay, this means that the person already exists in Mailchimp. So we will move further, and because we want that if the person will be an existing customer or subscriber in Mailchimp, then we want to update that subscriber. Okay, but in case if a new person is going to book an appointment and it is not an existing member of Mailchimp, then we want to add that person as a subscriber. For that, here we have two conditions. First condition is for the existing members and the second is for new members. And for processing both the conditions, here I'm going to apply router in my workflow. So let's click on this add action step button and we will select the action application as router. So router is a very last step of every workflow. After this, we cannot add any other action step over here. So whatever functions we want to perform, we have to insert them inside router only. So router allows us to set different routes in our workflow according to our conditions. Here we need to select our action event that will be conditionally run. Let's click on connect. And now here we can find that it has provided us with two routes, route 1 and route 2. So first of all, I'm going to rename these routes. I'm going to change the name of first route. So the first route will be for the existing customer. So I'm going to enter existing over here. And the second route is for the non-existing, that means for new customers. So I'm going to enter new over here. Okay, so if the user who has booked the appointment will be an existing member of Mailchimp, then this route will be followed in workflow. And if in case the person will be a new user, then we have to add that same user as a subscriber in Mailchimp. Okay, so first of all, let's go for the existing route. Let me click on the set filter and action steps, and here it has provided us with a filter. So we need to set the condition over here that in what condition the workflow should follow this route. So I want that if the person who has booked the appointment in Acuity scheduling will be an existing customer or subscriber in Mailchimp, then this route should be followed. For that, here we have already applied one step, that is find member in Mailchimp, and from that step we have received all the details related to the person. So what I'm going to do, I will simply map the contact ID which we have received from the find member response, and in case if this contact ID will exist in the response, then the workflow should continue with this particular route. So here the filter type will be exist. Okay, so filter is again a feature by Pabbly which allows to set conditions in the workflow. And by applying these conditions, we are going to set different routes in the workflow. Okay, so here we have selected the label and the filter type. In case if the contact ID will exist in the response, then the workflow should continue from this route, otherwise not. So let's test this workflow, save and send test request button. And here the condition is true because in the response we have received the contact ID, and that means the person is an existing member of Mailchimp. So the workflow is going to run from this particular route. Okay, and our condition is true over here. Now, if the customer will be an existing member of Mailchimp, in that case, I want that it should be updated. Okay, so let us click on this add action step button, and here I'm going to select Mailchimp as my action application. And now we will select the action event that will be update member with custom fields. Let's click on connect, and we will go with the existing connection only as we have already built the connection with Mailchimp. So let's go with save, and here after building the connection we need to enter the details in these fields in order to update the subscriber. Okay, so let's go and check. Okay, so this is the detail of the subscriber smart user. This is the email address and the phone number. So we want to update this particular subscriber according to the Acuity scheduling booking. So here first of all it is asking us to select the audience list, which I have already selected as Pabbly Connect. Okay, the next is the member ID. So here we have received in the find member response a member ID which we have to map over here. And for mapping the data in this field, we need to first of all turn this mapping button on. Then I'm going to delete the existing data from here, and we will simply map the ID which we have received from our earlier response. This is the member ID, we have mapped it. So once again, because we have mapped this ID, it has become dynamic. So this means that it is going to change with each and every response now. Now the next is the email address. So we will map the email address as well. Now it is asking us to select the status of the subscriber. I have selected subscribed over here. If you want, you can also add the subscriber in a particular group. You can also add the language. It is asking if you want to make the particular subscriber as VIP. So I have selected false over here because I do not want. Okay. And here we are going to attach a tag to the subscriber. So to update the subscriber, we need to enter the tag in this particular format. So I will copy the format, and I will paste it over here. It is given that pass inactive to add a tag or inactive to remove it. Okay, so I want to add a tag in the subscriber. Therefore, I'm going to enter the status as active only, and I'm going to give the name of the tag as Acuity scheduling. So this will be the tag of the existing subscribers now. Now the next it is asking us to enter the details of the subscriber, first name, last name and other details. So one by one we will map the details as well. First name. Now I'm going to map the last name. It is asking us the appointment date. So let us map the appointment date as well. Here's the appointment type, in which event we have made the appointment. So I'm going to search for the type, and this person has booked the appointment for integration event. I have mapped that also, and now at last I'm going to map the phone number. Okay, let's click on save and send test request button. And we can find that yes, here we have received a response. This means that the subscriber is updated. Let's go and check. We will refresh the page and we can find that yes, the subscriber is recently updated. The appointment date, appointment type, and the tag is added over here. This means that the workflow is successful up till now. Now we will move towards our next route. Now our next case is that if the person who has booked the appointment is a new member or it is a non-existing member of Mailchimp, then we have to follow this particular route, new. Okay, so let us click on the set filter and action steps over here. Now once again the filter is provided to us. So I'm going to map the contact ID once again from the previous response. This is the contact ID. And here I want to set the condition that if in case this particular contact ID will not be existing in the response, then the workflow should continue with this particular route. So here I'm going to enter does not exist as the filter type. So if the contact ID will not exist, then the workflow should continue through this route. Let's click on save and send test request button, and currently it is showing condition is false and the error. Why? Because in the response we have already received the contact ID. But after full setup, when the workflow is going to run in real time, whenever there will be a new booking made by a new person, then automatically this route is going to continue. Now if the person will be new, then in that case I want that the person should be added as a subscriber along with a tag in Mailchimp. So here I'm going to once again click on this add action step button, and in the action application once again I'm going to select Mailchimp. Now we have to select the action event that will be add new member with custom fields, and we will simply click on connect. Now we will once again go with the existing connection only. And here I'm going to enter the details in order to create a new subscriber. First of all, we have to select the audience list, which we have already selected as Pabbly Connect. We will simply map the email address. The tag should be, first tag will be new. And I want to add one more tag over here, that will be Acuity scheduling. Okay, done. Select the status of the subscriber. Here will be the subscribed status. Here is the interest which I am going to keep blank because I do not want to add my subscribers in a particular group. And I am going to map the first name, last name, appointment date, appointment type, and the mobile number. Okay, done. Now let's click on save and send test request button, and we can find that it is showing in the response that member already exists. Because currently the member whose response we have captured in Pabbly Connect is an existing member, therefore the response is showing this. But when the workflow will run in real time, it will automatically create the subscriber for the new members. Okay, now I'm going to cross this route, and here our workflow is completed. So we have successfully created a connection between Acuity scheduling and Mailchimp in such a way that now whenever there will be a new appointment in Acuity scheduling, automatically first the member will be searched in Mailchimp, and in that case if the person will be an existing member of Mailchimp, then it will be updated. But in case if the person will be a new or not existing customer, then it will be automatically added as a subscriber in Mailchimp. So let's check the workflow once again. I'm going to create an appointment in Acuity scheduling with a new user ID. So this time I'm going to choose an appointment for, let's say, this connect event. Okay, so let me click on book, and here I'm going to book an appointment for, let's say, February 23 Friday for 11 a.m. I will click on continue, and I'm going to enter the details in these fields. So let's start with the first name. Let's say the name will be new and the last name will be customer. A phone number. Let's click on confirm appointment, and the appointment is booked. And because this customer is a non-existing member of Mailchimp, we will go and check after booking the appointment whether it is added there as a new subscriber or not. Audience list, we will simply refresh the page. And we can find that yes, automatically a new subscriber is added over here with the name as new customer. This is the email, phone number, and here the appointment date as well as appointment type is also given. The appointment type this time is connect, and here are the tags which we have selected, new and Acuity scheduling. This means that the workflow is running perfectly fine. Okay, so the routers are also working fine. Whenever there will be a new member, it will follow new route, and when the person will be an existing member of subscriber, it will follow another route. Okay, so in this way you can very easily create this automation by setting up a connection between Acuity scheduling and Mailchimp in such a way that whenever there will be a new appointment in Acuity scheduling for a particular event, automatically a subscriber will be created or updated in Mailchimp. Okay, this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.